Hi, welcome to all. In this video, we will discuss about the Git and GitHub. So, in this complete series, we have an Git and GitHub complete details end to end. I will explain with the true projects and the live examples. Now, let's dive into the video. So, in this video, we will see what is Git and why developers has to use it. So, now we will let's dive into the video. What is Git? Git is in a version control system where it will controls the version or tracks the version. Now you may have a doubt like what is version and how it will track. Now I will give a simple example with XYZ company. Like version is nothing but when we will treat as a version, like you might listen like updated version means you have previous version, updated version means like new features added into that updated version, then we will call that as an updated version, like adding some more features. And when we comes to the coding part, when we see development side, the version is nothing but like uh, files of code or bundle of code. Let's understand in a developer way. And what I said in futures, that is in a normal way of what is like version. So now we will see this XYZ company example and how Git will helps us to solve our problems in real world life. So suppose a company has an XYZ, they have an application which is running in a production. Production is nothing but the application which is in a live, like where users are using it. So they want to upgrade their version. So they thought they want to add some more features to that XYZ company application. So developers started working on the version 3. So they're adding the features, but unfortunately the application was crashed. So they have the two option. Either they want to make the correct version, or they want to make the correct what have they done, means what the application was crashed, they want to make that application working safely, or else they want to go back to the version 2. So there are scenarios like in a real life where we want to go back to the version 2 or version previous version which is working safe. So with the Git, we can easily go back to the version. Means if we have a Git, then Git will tracks or it will saves the our version. Even though our version 3 was crashed, we can safely go back to the version 2 with the help of the Git. So I hope you gotten a clear understanding. So if you want to more detail into practical with an example in a further videos, I will explain with an VS Code with an example how Git was tracking our code base, our version. It is tracking. We will see those detail in a next videos. And now we will dive into like as in a developer, you must need to learn the how to use Git. So why developers want to use it? So why we want to use the git, so it will tracks the changes in a files. So when there was a changes in a file, it automatically detects that there was a change in the files. So uh, you might not have a visual like how it will tracks. In next videos I will definitely walk you through all the details, how it will tracks the changes in the files, and it will save the different versions of the code as I explained the previously how it will saves the version 2 and the version 3. Even our version 3 was crashed, then we can save we went safely to version 2 as I discussed the previous example. And it allows the multiple developers to work together. So how it will makes multiple developers work together? So there is an application in a real world scenario. When we have a project or an application, there are multiple people going to be working on that project. This example also we will see in the next video how we can understand. But as of now, I will give in a simple example. Suppose you are a front end developer and you are going to making an API request to back end route. So at that time, you have to know like what is the back end route so that you can get an API request from the back end. So you want to know the backend route. So backend route was written by the backend developers. So at that time you need a backend developer code. So as a front end developer and backend developer, you are going to push or keep the code in one place, that is in a GitHub. So the GitHub is a term. I will explain that also in a further videos. What is GitHub? And there are people you will use big bucket, and some people use big bucket and GitHub based on their requirements. And from that, people who have developed this code, they will keep their code in at GitHub, and you will take the backend developer code from the GitHub into your local, so that with that backend code you are going to be make an API request to backend route. So, and another thing, it helps or recovers the previous version if the mistake was happened, which I explained before example, and it will makes the collaboration easier and safer. Means you can easily collaborate with your co-developers and you can work easily. So, if you want the notes of what is Git, and these all points will comes under into like like Git is in basic definition. Git is nothing but what I explained previously. But if you want the notes, and you can note down these points also, because Git will provides all this future. So as in a developer, we have the requirement of this future. So that's why we are using the Git. So, in this series, we will discuss completely about Git and GitHub. And another major thing, most people will thought Git and GitHub are same, but completely wrong. In further videos, I will um, explain difference between Git and GitHub. So, if you want this all this node, I will keep this node in a GitHub, and I will provide that link in the description. At the same time, where I provide these notes in a GitHub, below that notes, I will provide some assignment question. Once go through that assignment question, that assignment question might be helpful for you. If you like this video or content, if you feel this content was useful, please subscribe to the channel, and who are need this kind of content, just share to them, and just smash that like button. And if you have any doubts, just comment down below the video. And thank you for watching.